Coach, thank you. Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. I'm scared.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Can't you stop? 53, double dog. That's the way. Shoot.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check.
Penny, the first down carry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just...
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half the second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Rip right. Set, go.
Now it's Penny running right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
On the ready. 53. Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Burns. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10.
Back to throw. Burns looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Burns. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Burns. And it's complete. Hooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
From the gun, a give to Penny. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Burns. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Julio Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd and a yard, Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Darnold down to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Terrell Basham in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold, he's looking. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's got some space here. Look, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It's certainly
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and he finds Penny. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We go set 50, play 54. Let's go, defense.
Here's Hines. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run with Bell on first down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down. From the 50, it's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A first down throw, Darnold. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Faking the give, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Come on.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold got a man. It's Berrios complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
To throw again. Burns. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Burns. He completes this into the hands of Miller. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Bell sheds him off. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 33 and a first.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Burns. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to find Shaheen here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Burns. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is Hines. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Burns. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Throwing on first down. Burns. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kamale Correa. Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Burns. It's caught. It's Miller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Looking to throw. Burns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He's looking deep for Bell. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Basham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. But you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, team 6.
They'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
To throw is Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Rabbit.
Now Darnold. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll